Hi everyone, Nicholas here. Welcome to another Portuguese lesson. In this Portuguese lesson, we are going to be learning about pronouns. So, pronouns are really important to know. So before we start this video, please make sure y'all please like video, please. Subscribe to my channel, please. And y'all can also follow me on my Instagram. So, stay tuned until the end of this video. We have a special shout out for someone that has a birthday today. But before that, we're going to be teaching you about pronouns because next month we have a few videos that are going to be coming up with all of those pronouns you're going to see here and a few verbs that we're going to be learning. So that's the plan. That's what we're going to be doing this year on that. And yeah, let's start. I in Portuguese, eu, e, you, eu. So this is the pronoun I in Portuguese, eu. You, singular you in Portuguese, which is an informal one as well. There's two ways you could say it, but this way right here, they use it more south in Brazil. So instead of using this one right here, they use this one more south in Brazil, or a few parts in Brazil as well, that they use this one, which is tu, tu, tu. And if you see right here, this is the only one on a singular one. Would not use the same word as the other one. You would not say tus, because that would not make sense. It does not exist in Portuguese. It is like certain parts. There have people that does say this one instead of that. But the majority of Brazilian does say você. Você. V-O-C. And if you realize right here, there's an accent right here. We're going to go over that in a sec. But again, V-O-C-E. And an accent. So like this one right here, this one, tu, is this T-U. Tu. Some parts of Brazil, they would say that down there. So this accent right here, that's on top of the vowels. It's always on top of the vowels. That accent is called acento circunflexo. So what that does, it makes it more like a closed sound. It does not make it like a sound that is like a stronger sound. Like it doesn't make this sound like regular vowels of when you're pronouncing it. If you realize in the Brazilian Portuguese, you're never gonna see accents underneath it because it's only on top of the vowels. You're never gonna see it underneath the vowels. But I know what you're thinking. What is that one with the C? That one is a consonant and it's called a C with a cedilha. So what happens in Portuguese is if there's a few words in Brazilian Portuguese, if you see that one, it's only going to be on the middle of the word. It does not start on the beginning. It does not start with the C with the cedilha on the beginning. It does not start with the C with cedilha L, C with the cedilha N, and C with the cedilha R. There are a few rules when you have the C with the cedilha in Brazilian Portuguese, because there's a few words as well, like apple in Portuguese, lunch, or sugar, price. All of those words, they have letters that are followed after that. The reason why this E here doesn't make a regular E sound when you're pronouncing it, like eu, você, you're pronouncing it você. You're not pronouncing it você. So that's why that there are accents in Brazilian Portuguese. So like when you're pronouncing this one right here, with the letter E at the end, you're saying it E. Você. Instead of pronouncing it você, you're pronouncing it você. So that it makes it more like a closed sound. So every time you see that accent on top of a vowel, it would make it more like a closed vowel sound. Alright, next one over here. He in Portuguese. Ele. Ele. E-L-E. Ele. Ele. She in Portuguese, the pronoun she. Ela. Ela. E-L-A. Ela. Ela. So the only difference when you're pronouncing he in Portuguese and her, the only difference is at the end right here. You're putting the letter E at he at the end. Ele. And you're only putting the A at the end. She. Ela. Ela. So those are the two differences when you're saying it he or she in Portuguese. You just have an A if it's a female at the end, she, and you have an E at the end if it's he. Alright, next one. We in Portuguese. Nós. Nós. N, O, and there's an accent on top of that O right there. I'm gonna go over that in a sec. S. N, O, S. So this accent right here is the opposite to this one. So what it does, instead of making a closed sound, it makes it more like an open sound. So it's more like nah. So like right here, if you noticed right here, the letter O is not pronounced no, nos, which is another pronoun in Portuguese. This accent, it makes it a little bit different when you are pronouncing it, because all you're doing is you're just making more like an open sound and then making more like a stronger sound. So every time if you see this type of accents in Brazilian Portuguese that's on top of the vowels, it's because you make it more wide and open sound and a more stronger sound. That's why that there is an accent right there.
And that accent is called acento agudo.
Alright, so as we approach to this next few pronouns here, if you realize right here, this one right here is a plural pronoun. So from this one all the way to this one are all pronouns that are plurals, meaning that you would use them if it's more than one. Our next one here, you in plural form, vocês. Vocês. The only difference from this one and this one is that one is just a singular form, and it's also informal as well when you say it as well. So it's informal to say a singular você in Brazilian Portuguese. And this one, you would say it if it's like in the plural. Right here, if you look right here, vós. Vós. This one, you would only use it as well in some parts of Brazil as well. This one and this one. And it's also different here because you wouldn't, like I said in the beginning, you would not say dos. You would not have an S at the end right there on this one because it's only a singular. Like, you would be thinking like you would just put an S at the end. But nope, you're not going to do that. So they had to do this one a little bit differently. The, O, and there's an accent that you know what accent that is. It's the same one as this one. S. Voice. Voice. Which means you, as in the plural form. But again, like I said, you would only use this one and this one in some parts of Brazil. It's more common if you use this one right here. But it's still the same thing. It still means the same thing. It's just that the word is different because it's from another part of Brazil. Alright, last one right here before our special surprise here. They in Portuguese depends if it's a male or a female. So like for example, if you have like a male or a female, it would depend because it would have an A or an E at the end, and well, as well with an S as well because it's obviously a group of them. But if it's a group of male or a group of mixed, it could be male or female. Eles. Eles. So this one, you could use it as mixed as well. If it's like, for example, if you see like lots of boys and girls as well. They in Portuguese, if it's a mixed or male, or if it's just a group of male, eles. E-L-E-S. Eles. Eles. Now, if it's a group of females, you would just have an A at the end and an S at the end. It will be elas. Elas. So you would use that one if it's a group of females. So the only difference is it's the same thing to this one right here, but you would also have to put an S at the end because it's a plural. So it's more than one once you do that. Alright, well, we have a special shout out here, and this video I've ended up doing a few thoughts on what to do, and this is what I've been thinking about. But right now we have someone's birthday today, and I just want to bring it to the attention of the viewers that if you would like a shout out, go to my community tab. I posted a while ago, I think over a year ago already, but I already posted the Google Docs or Google Sheets for a survey or a shout out request. But if you would like, I'm gonna go check that once in a while and gonna see if you would like a shout out as well, if I do know you as well. If not, then I won't be able to do it to people that I don't know either. So that's another thing I'm gonna add into as well, is that I'm only gonna do shout outs to the people that I know that I can do so. Alright, well, it is someone's birthday today. It's time for us to sing happy birthday. Let's do this real quick. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Miss Shirley. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Julie! Woohoo! Alright, well, the end of this video. And yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed. And make sure that you please like the video, please. Subscribe to the channel. And y'all can follow me on my Instagram.